So now that you know what a process is, what is process improvement? A broad definition of process improvement is any time you're working on the process rather than working in it. You could be onboarding a new employee, but if you're working on the process, you pause to try to make improvements to pieces of the process or the whole process. So you are trying to improve the process that you work in on a regular basis. So here's the thing. Most employees are hired because they're very good at what they do. They are very good in accounting or accounts receivable, so they work in a finance or some accounting position. Or if you have IT expertise, you're hired to process IT tickets or to work through issues on computers or laptops or with software. Most people are hired because they're experts at what they do, and they are experts at working in a certain set of processes. When you work on a process, it actually is a different set of skills than working in a process. Things like mapping out the process, trying to figure out what is working in the process versus not working. And what I mean by not working is maybe the process is creating a bottleneck, or maybe there's a defect happening in the process and we have to figure out why. So when you're trying to work on the process, it's very different skills than what people learn and become experts in when they are a process expert. Working on the process is a different set of skills, and those are the skills that we're trying to build with belt level training or process improvement training. Working on the process, whether it's just your process or it's a process that you share with others. You would think that by now all processes would be optimized and streamlined and work perfectly and efficiently as possible. But unfortunately, that is not the case. There's a lot of processes that are very complicated, and it's actually harder to design a simple process than it is to just implement a long, arduous process. Because there are some processes that involve a lot of people. Employee onboarding, as an example. You might have anywhere between 4 and 12 departments involved in onboarding a new employee. It's really easy to just implement a process that people don't really think through that is painful. It's much harder to design a simple process. Ultimately, that's what we're trying to do with process improvement is not every process has to be broken to improve it. You could just be trying to optimize it too. We already said that all organizations have processes because processes are how products and services are delivered within organizations. It's also safe to say that problems come in all different sizes. You can have small process problems and you can have very large process problems. If you've got different sizes of problems, that often requires different approaches to the problems. And that's also why we do the belt level training. In the introductory belt levels, like white belt and yellow belt, we focus on smaller problems and therefore smaller improvements. When you get to the green belt and black belt levels, we cover root cause analysis methods that are very helpful for larger projects, cross-functional projects, problems that have been around that people haven't been able to solve for a while that are process related. So as you progress in the belt level training, you're learning how to handle larger process problems. You're learning more tools, you're learning more methods, and you're learning how to collaborate with others and also help coach others that need help with problem solving.